everybody, and welcome back to Full House Sports here with myself, Charlie. And reminder before the video starts to please like, comment and subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated as I try and become a one-man sports news bandwagon. Now, there has been some huge news in the broadcasting world, and I think in the rugby broadcasting world, a real interesting step, which is that ITV have apparently outbid TNT Sports for the Nations Championship next year. This newly revamped Nations Championship that's going to try and add a bit of glitz and glamour to international rugby in between World Cup windows, sort of replacing the Autumn Internationals as well and the Summer Tours. ITV have apparently bid £90 million and have won the rights to show it, which means TNT, which have shown all the Autumn Nations series for, I think, the last 2 or 3 years, they have lost those rights. I think it's a huge move in a lot of contexts. ITV seem to really be up in their investment in rugby. They do show some Prem games and Prem highlights. They have a show. They do, of course, now have the rights to all England Six Nations games until 2027, which is, again, a really big move. Now this with the Autumn Internationals and their frontrunners as well to show the 2027 Rugby World Cup because, let's face it, they've shown it for a long time. It is really, really interesting to see. It's a good move, I think, for rugby to get as much on free-to-air TV as possible. We don't want it behind a paywall as rugby fans because in an ever-competitive sporting market in Britain, it is quite easy to fall behind if you go behind a paywall. I think a lot of sports have seen that in recent times. Boxing, I think, is a prime example. What it does for TNT, I don't know. Will they relinquish the Prem rights now? Because really, what else have they got to supplement their rugby coverage? Will ITV maybe go for the British and Irish Lions tour next? Why wouldn't they? Because they've got pretty much all other international rugby going on. Why not go for the British and Irish Lions tour and get the whole hog? And then you've got lots and lots of people, I think, tuning into that. It's a big move. TNT's portfolio now is looking really bare. Lost the Champions League. Don't show the Rugby Champions Cup anymore. They don't show, obviously, now the Autumn Nations series, and they're losing international rugby. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, where they go, and what they're going to maybe look into doing. In an ever-changing and ever-volatile financial market in this country, people aren't going to want to shell out on as many subscriptions as they can. If the rule would be on free-to-air TV, the better, I say. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. But we shall have to wait to see what TNT respond and how they respond. As always, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated as I try to become a one-man sports news bandwagon. As always, have a great day.